The recording?
That's a yes. Cool, man.
Yeah, has it been stopping recording?
I'm just paranoid about it now. Also, is this recording or how do I start that? Oh shit. Did we brainstorm briefly?
I got a thing on here.
Might not want to use it for this one. It's almost dead.
Okay, that's fine.
That shouldn't matter, just do it anyways.
Okay. Just twist off. Do you have a...
Twist off, got left.
Can you twist hard enough?
Wait, yeah, he has an actual bottle.
Yeah, I know.
Do you want me to get it?
I'll try once. Yeah.
All the lighter fluid just flies out.
The butane just... Butane's
a bastard gas, you know?
Is it really?
It's just a line from
King of the Hill.
My voice has been cracking a lot. I don't know why.
That beer at 11 o'clock. I've just been really drunk since the morning for some reason. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know how I got here.
All right. Well, here we are. Two guys, one, guest. No. It's, we got Colin, Eddie, and the Holy Spirit with us today. And the Taco Bell dog.
I'm technically like a guest for a second.
Oof.
Oh, wow.
Wow, so rude. In his own home.
Whose phone is that?
I think that's Andre's phone, actually. So, yeah. If anybody has Andre's number.
We should text his mom saying, fuck you, from Andre's phone.
But with a British accent. We gotta type the British accent. Cool, man. So, let's talk about the podcast. Let's talk about everything, I guess. So, when were you born? No.
1991.
Were you born in 91? Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought you were younger than me. Huh.
When were you born?
91. No. 92.
I'm older than you, buddy.
Yeah, man. By a year. 27?
No, I'm
28? Okay, yeah. I just turned 27 this year.
I feel old now, but I was called a child earlier.
By who?
A guy that was older than me.
The guy that you had your date with?
Yeah. The guy I went on to Tucson with today.
That's crazy, man. Did you drive or did he drive?
Oh, he drove.
He picked me up. That's cool.
But
Damn.
I went to Flagstaff.
How's Flagstaff?
2 weekends ago. 2 weeks ago with
Yeah.
Ryan up to visit Brandon.
Just you and Brian? Or you and Ryan?
Yeah, we went up to visit Brandon.
Yeah.
So we were with him all weekend.
Nice.
And before I went up there, my boss recommended this pizza place, or there was a pizza place and a brewery that's attached to it.
Nice. In Flagstaff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was called the
Pizza
pizza place
Hut.
is called Pizza. Yeah, Pizza Hut. It was Little Caesars actually.
Nice.
Yeah, and then
It's like it's so cheap.
I just brought like a 24 pack of Bud Light.
Yeah. There's a gas station next to it.
It's the same as a brewery.
Yeah. It's got a beer installment next to it.
Yeah, we ate in those walk-in freezer. Or the
Yeah,
walk-in
nice. You went to Little Caesars and then the gas station.
But it's called Pizzicletta. It's Pizzicletta.
Oh, cool.
Pizzicletta.
Pizzicletta. Nice.
Yeah, and it was insanely good.
Yeah?
It was like the old school style of like a brick oven, but like wood fire. Like, and the inside's like 800 degrees.
Nice. That's cool.
So the pizza cooks in like a minute.
Yeah, that's
It was
crazy.
insanely good. It was fucking delicious.
Damn, dude.
We got 3 pizzas.
Do you think the altitude made a difference?
Maybe.
What if it does? How cool would that be?
That's
tight.
I'm sure it has something to do with like maybe like how the dough rises or something like that. I don't know
maybe.
I don't know how cooking works, but
I
it
don't
was
know how pizzas work.
absolutely delicious.
Yeah, nice.
We had 3 different kinds. It was like, have you had that kind of pizza before? Like the old school,
Good pizza? No.
like old school like Italian
Yeah.
pizza.
Just here though, the place in Old Town Glendale.
Yeah, the one by the comic store.
Yeah.
That place is good.
Yeah, place is really good.
Yeah.
My Fieri was there.
Was he?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's on the wall, dude. Yeah.
I actually went to a restaurant up there that Guy Fieri was at.
Oh, really?
It was some
On Flagstaff?
Yeah, it was
Huh.
some breakfast place.
Oh.
It was alright. It wasn't anything special.
Cool.
But I've actually been to a couple of restaurants that he's been to, and I love seeing that because I like him.
Me too.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah, I used to trash on him a lot when I was younger, but now I love him.
I love
He's
the
so
shows.
funny.
They're so
Yeah,
fun.
yeah. Me and Amy have like this recurring bit where we're like, just diners, drive-ins, and diners, and drive-ins, and dives, and diners, and drive-ins. Like, just like fuck it up, yeah. But just like keep going. It's fun.
But yeah, they have their oven there is like a $10,000 oven that was imported from Italy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird, dude.
There's
cool.
this channel on YouTube called Bon Appetit. Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so do you know how the channel operates? Like how they have like different segments, but like the same kind of people. Mm-hmm. So there was this one segment where I think it was 5 episodes long, and each one was like an hour, and I watched all of them.
Dude, nice.
And it was all about pizza.
Cool.
The first, maybe it was 6 episodes. The first one was them like deciding how they're gonna go, because the goal was to figure out what is the best pizza, at least to them in the world.
In the world?
Yeah.
Wow.
So they, like, the first episode was like them going through all the different options and like making a diagram of how they're gonna do it, and then splitting up in teams and who's gonna do what, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And like they had like this huge like diagram, like if we don't like this, then we do this and blah blah blah. You know, you go down the diagram.
Okay.
And like, I think it was 4 teams. There was Pizza Dough was the first one, and like she went, because they were based in New York City, so she went all around to like all the different, there's thousands of pizza places there. New York, so she went to like, I think like 4 or 5 different pizza places, but each had like a different style, and like they taught her how to make the dough their way, what ingredients they use, like different kinds of flours and all that. And then there was another team was sauce, and they did the same thing. And then it was a different cheese. Location? Or like it was New York City, but just all over, like all the different markets and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then, oh, by the way, the sauce that they decided on was the best was actually the one that Pizza Clutta used. Really? I saw the can up in their pantry.
Whoa,
I was like, holy shit, because I was explaining all this to Ryan while we were eating. Yeah. And I was like, that's the one that they used.
Dude, nice. Word for a treat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
And the 2 girls that were on the cheese making team, they actually went to Italy and went to 2 different cheese makeries. I don't know what it's called. Cheeseries.
Cheeseries.
They went to 2 cheesies. Yeah. Chucky.
Chucky and then Peter.
Yeah, there's like this huge rat that was walking around. And he had his animal friends that were just dancing.
He had like a trench coat. Cheese here, cheese for sale. Best cheese in Italy.
But so they learned how to make their own cheese for it.
Cool. That's crazy.
And then the last one was toppings. So I think it was 2 guys on that team, and they just...
One guess?
Yeah, 2 guys, 1 guess. But they like divided it like, all sorts of toppings, like meat and vegetable. Yeah. But the very final... Because they made so many different pizzas through all these episodes and different toppings.
Did they all look awesome?
Yeah, it was just...
Nice.
5 hours of pizza porn, basically. It made me so hungry for pizza.
That's cool.
And guess what I had that night? Because I basically binge watched that. I just couldn't stop watching it. Yeah. I had pizza that night.
Nice.
But
I had spaghetti.
The one day, SpaghettiOs, cold out of a can. Dude, it was very metallic.
Make you puke. Yeah.
Speaking of metallic,
hey.
Oh yeah, so they decided on the best pizza was. I can't remember like the exact like
no cheese, no sauce,
no dough, only yeast.
It was a cup of water. They had the best cup of water pizza you ever tasted.
No, you know when you microwave
water
something
from the New York River.
You know how when you microwave something, it takes on the taste of like what was in there previously. Yeah. They put a piece of like DiGiorno pizza in there with a cup of water. The water took on the
DiGiorno flavor.
They just drink that.
It's a pineapple flavor. That's great.
What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So the final one they decided on was just like the sauce that they decided on, the type of dough they decided on, and then just mozzarella, a good olive oil.
Was it like homemade mozzarella?
Yeah, they made it themselves.
Okay, nice.
And a really good olive oil.
Cool.
And anchovies.
Ew. Do you like anchovies on pizza?
I've never had it.
I'm curious.
And it's funny because I was, like when we were eating the pizza at that restaurant, I was telling Ryan about all this, and he like I told him ever since I've been watching this, I've been wanting to try that
anchovies
if it's good to see if it's good. And he said he'd actually been wondering that too. And we've been trying to find some place that has anchovies on pizza, and we actually finally found one. So we're supposed to be going there at some point.
Nice. Wait, is that not a thing? Like, do a lot of places not have anchovies?
Well, it's like most pizza places are, like just New York style with like normal toppings,
Yeah,
or
like pepperoni and shit.
or like chains.
Right.
You really want to get a fish topping on a pizza from a chain.
Yeah, true.
You're gonna want to go to like a legit like Italian place.
Right. What if Brothers Pizza has it, but like it's under the table? Like you got.
I wouldn't want to get it there.
No, why not?
Because it's not like. Because I want it like that, like the old school
okay.
pizza with anchovy. I want to try it.
Gotcha.
But I've actually been curious about what anchovies taste like ever since I watched a Futurama episode. Did you ever watch Futurama?
Yeah.
Have you seen that episode where Fry is trying to get them to try anchovy pizza? Because back in the day, he worked at that pizzeria, and he loved anchovy pizza.
Yeah. Oh,
and then
that's right.
It was like the last can of anchovies ever.
Yeah.
Because they like went and steeped from Zoidberg's race. They ate all the anchovies.
Oh, yeah,
and it was the last one ever.
Yeah.
And he was rich from way back when, remember?
He had a savings account or whatever.
And it like just accumulated over time. So he spent all that money on that can and put it on that pizza. They all hated it and he loved it.
Yeah,
and then Zoidberg came and ate all of it. But ever since then, I've wanted to know what it tastes like.
That was a good episode. I think a lot of Futurama episodes like live in the back of my mind. And I just don't think about them.
Futurama's a great show.
Yeah, it was
I think
really
it's so much better than Simpsons because they're made by the same guy.
True. Yeah, I mean, I think Simpsons had a really good run in the like middle portion or whatever. Like it was really, really good.
Yeah, beginning to like middle. I mean, I don't think it's bad now. It's just like you watch it and you're like, okay,
this is the Simpsons.
yeah, it's not funny really.
Right.
I haven't seen it in a long time though, so I don't really know. But yeah, if you ever go to Flagstaff, check out Pizza Clutta. Oh yeah, so it's attached to a brewery. I can't remember what it's called. It's like
the brewery.
It's called Mother something. It's in Phoenix. There's a brewery called Mother Bunch. It's not that. It's called Mother something else though. But their beer, they had some IPA that they made. That was the only one I had, but it was really good.
Nice. Damn. So I mean, you don't like we drink a lot of beer in general, but I'm just now thinking like you also drink a lot of beer, but do you drink more like?
The only ones that I know for sure that I will like are IPAs and sours. And I also found out that I like milk stouts.
Milk stouts?
Yeah.
Sounds disgusting.
There's not milk in it. At least I don't think there is.
Okay.
I don't know why it has that name, but they're pretty
good. It's like
good.
filtered through milk or something. It's like a cheesecloth.
You know when you have like old milk that sits out and there's that film on top?
Oh, yeah.
They collect that and throw it in there.
That's what they ferment the hops with or whatever. That's so disgusting. So if you go to like a Circle K or something and like grab a pack of something, what would you grab? Like just for like a nice night at home.
Well, some Circle Ks have different stuff, but like
if it was the ideal,
the same kind of like the same kind of category that you're asking me. Walmart has
this great value stout. Oh,
they carry Double Knot from Four Peaks.
Okay,
Double Knot's really good.
The Four Peaks is really good.
It's have you ever had Double Knot?
I think so. It's got like the hops like thingies on.
Yeah, but it's a double IPA, and it's really weird that Walmart carries that.
Of all places.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Just because it's a lot of people don't like IPAs, and then most people don't like double IPAs.
Yeah, true.
Because it's super hoppy.
Yeah.
But it's rad. I like it a lot. It's actually really good, and it's also more bang for your buck because it's a 6-pack is like $13, but each bottle is I think 9.7.
That's awesome.
ABV.
Hell yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's fucking rad.
Yeah, I've been drinking these like I think it's called like Moon or something. It's a Santan IPA.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I
can't remember what it's called though.
I think it has like 7 something, and that's fucking awesome. It's not the exact flavor that I want all the time, but it's like it definitely is bang for my buck for sure.
I had never had a Santan. Is it Santan Brewery? Is that what it's called? I had never had one of those beers until like 3 years ago. I went to an Oktoberfest and they were like hosting it, so all the beers were theirs.
That's cool.
And it was pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you just pay for like a ticket and then go try stuff out, or how does that work? Do you remember?
Yeah, that is how it worked. You pay for tickets up front, and then you can obviously go back and get more tickets.
Nice.
But you just go to these different stations and get them however many tickets for their beers.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And I bought. Well, I don't know what I bought. I don't remember what the system was because certain beers cost more tickets. But,
do you have a lot of family in Germany still?
I don't have any family in Germany, as far as I know.
Yeah, but your family's from Germany, right? It's German, Polish.
I mean, I'm German and Polish. I don't know.
Do you have any family in Poland, like out of country?
No,
that's crazy. Man.
I mean, I don't have any living family members that I know of that are not like born in America.
Really, dude, that's wild.
That's just like where my ancestry is from.
That's crazy, man.
Why?
Have you ever? Well, I'm just curious because I mean, like me and Amy, we have a lot of.
Oh, because you have like family in Mexico.
Yeah, we have a lot of family in Mexico, and it's
yeah.
a constant thing. Like I was texting somebody today who was like speaking in Mexican or whatever. No, I'm just kidding. No, he was texting me in Spanish, and I was texting him back in Spanish. You know, but I was just thinking about it, and I was like, I wonder if any of my friends like have a similar thing. You know?
No, I only know English.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I know more Spanish than I do any other language.
Really?
Well, besides English, obviously, and I know hardly any Spanish.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. But no, yeah, like I don't know, because I like for us, we can just like leave. We can go to Mexico and like have a place to like go for free, basically.
I mean, I have places like that in other states. I have family in other states.
True. That's nice. Cool. Yeah, I think here I have like in America we have family in California and
here.
I think that's it. Yeah, Arizona and California.
I have Arizona,
as far as I know.
Washington State, Indiana.
That's cool.
I think that's it.
Do you ever want to go to Germany or something or Poland?
Yeah, I would love to go to Europe. Yeah. I'm actually kind of planning a trip to Spain with my brother, my sister-in-law, and maybe Ryan.
Cool. It's a Spanish-German, right? Spanish-Germany.
Spermany?
It's Spermany, yeah. The Sperman country of Spain. No, that's cool, man.
Because I was talking, because my brother and my sister-in-law went to Germany, Italy, and then some other country that's close by.
Yeah. On
a 2-week trip. Like
that's nice.
2 years ago, I think.
Tuscany or something?
I can't think of a joke, so yeah.
Yeah. Tuscany. That's where everyone says you should go to Tuscany.
I didn't even know that was a country.
Yeah, it's more, I think it's a flavor, actually. Tuscan style pizza, you know.
It's a spice.
Yeah, it's a type of spice. It's 2 oreganos instead of 1. No, that's funny, man. I wonder if people like. Do you think people understand the amount of? I don't want to be like. I feel like this is going to come off cocky, but like, do you think people understand how understanding of a joke you need to be to make as dumb jokes as we make? Does that make sense?
Say that again, and I'll listen.
No,
really hard. I'll listen really hard this time to try and understand what the hell you just said.
Okay, do you think that the regular person understands how much you have to think about something to make a joke sound as dumb as we make them sound? Because like for the Tuscan joke that I was saying, where I was like, oh yeah, that's like you got to know that I'm talking about like, am I stupid?
Yes.
All right, cool. We'll see you next. No, no, but like
that's a good segue into how I met you.
It is, yeah, honestly. But no, like getting back to that. But like, yeah, like because I mean, I think you need to. Because yeah, when you met me, you thought I was stupid. Like I'll let you take over on that.
Hi, Andre.
Hi.
You were there for this too.
There, yeah. Yeah.
Well, I guess let's start with how we met each other.
How you met each other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, since Andre's here, I met Andre. The first band I ever joined was Blood of the Cosmos, Andre's first band.
Check them up on SoundCloud.
And Devin was their drummer. He had to leave, and I took the spot.
Yeah.
But I didn't find Andre. You were friends with David Moody,
Yep.
who was friends with my brother Brett.
Wow.
And my brother heard that David's friend, who is Andre, needed a drummer. I was drumming for like 2 years at this point, maybe. Yeah, 2 or 3 years at this point. So I got in touch with him, brought my drum set over, jammed out, and they liked me. And then we were just fragging away after that.
Fragging away, nice. That's cool.
And then Blood of the Cosmos broke up however many months later, and then we made
Really?
and then we made Misanthropy.
Yeah.
And then
on MySpace.
Eddie showed up. Was it on MySpace?
No.
Or was MySpace dead?
I would only assume. Was it on MySpace?
No, that's probably Facebook. I think MySpace
Early
died
Facebook.
when we were still in grade school.
Seriously?
Didn't it?
No, dude. I was on MySpace till I graduated.
High school? No way.
Yeah.
No.
Swear to God.
It was up my first year of college.
MySpace?
Yeah.
But Facebook came out when we were in high school.
No, it did, but I mean, people were like, "Oh, Facebook's not cool."
There was overlap.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was a big overlap.
That's
I was
so
part of the
weird.
other side.
Really?
I was
That's
like,
so
I'm
weird.
staying on MySpace till
Yeah,
I die,
I was
bro.
on
Yeah,
MySpace
exactly.
Because
I have so many friends on here. I can't.
I think I just kind of stopped using it, and then people started using Facebook, and then someone made me make one. I don't remember.
I need to make you make one now. So,
I still have one. I just haven't logged in like 4 years.
well, we got to figure that out. You would be in so much more of the loop and all of this shit, which is stupid. I really should, like, yeah, I need to fucking start posting everything.
You're just gonna make a Facebook for me and pretend to be me.
I should. That's a good bit.
you just go on my profile because it's still up and just save all the pictures and just
do
repost
proxy,
all the
like catfish, like for the podcast.
Why didn't you show up for this podcast? You replied back.
Yeah, I was lifting weights today. You guys heard of pizza? A common Colin post. I think if I had to come up with
You guys ever heard of pizza?
Yeah. You guys ever had fish with your pizza?
Why do I have an accent like that?
I don't know, man.
Like a New York accent.
This is not Colin, it's Facebook Colin.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
Facebook Colin. Facebook Colin has an accent.
Yeah, whatever food he's eating, he has that accent.
Hi, my name is Carl. Welcome to my business. Take me out for a beer sometime. No, but yeah, so I joined when it wasn't Misanthropy. Misanthropy.
You joined when it was Misanthropy.
No. He wanted to audition when Eric left Misanthropy.
Yeah, I messaged Andre about auditioning.
Yeah.
Oh, he was only in Mobbound, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
he was in the
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
I was there for the Genesis.
Whoa. Yeah, so Misanthropy was a band for a few years,
Mm-hmm. Without me.
and then we eventually ended, and then
Did that end because of the singer and the guitar player? Is that right?
basically, I
Yeah.
think. I don't remember, honestly, but Andre's saying yes, so yes.
And it's his home. So
And then
whatever.
Andre wanted to start a band, and I was at this point I was kind of like, I don't really want to, but I will drum for you as long as you want, or as long as you don't have a drummer. But I said you need to be actively finding a drummer, and I don't think he ever started doing that.
I think that was a condition for Mobbound too. I think, wasn't it?
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
I said,
okay,
I'll drum
okay,
for
I
you
see
as
what-
long
I see
as
what
you're
you're saying.
actively trying
Yeah.
to find a drummer, and I'm sure he never did that. But eventually, I came around, and I just was fine with being in the
Yeah.
band.
But I
But
think we liked having you in there too. We were just like, let's.
I hope so. But eventually, Eddie came to an audition.
Yeah.
And
I think it was the three of us. Like the very beginning of Mobbound, it was only the three of us.
Really?
Like for
Tyler
a
wasn't
month or
there?
two.
Oh no, Tyler joined like way later on.
Tyler
Yeah, 'cause
was-
we-
we had Nico at the very beginning.
Yeah,
Who's
that's
that?
true. He was the first bass player that we had in that
Oh,
iteration of
Travis'
the band.
friend.
yeah, that crazy.
Oh,
guy.
really?
When
But,
did Travis join?
Travis was one of the towards the beginning of the band
Yeah.
because it was, if I remember correctly, it was us three.
In someone's
Yeah.
garage. I think was it your mom's garage?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in your garage. And
Hot as
then-
balls.
Oh yeah,
You
absolutely.
joined in the summer too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were already used to it. Good luck.
No, yeah, I was not.
That's what we said.
I was a
if you
big
can live
boy,
with
and I
this,
was
you can
nice.
join.
And here I am.
It was like 125 degrees.
No, it was bad, dude. I remember walking in and be like,
Let's
just
do
get
it.
out for the boys. Gotta make this.
You got any of these?
I know, yeah. You gotta make this music thing happen, Mom. No, but yeah, it was hot, dude, and there was so much stuff in there, too. It was harder to move around. I remember,
But
just
it muffled the sound, so it sounded pretty
yeah,
good.
it did. It
and
did.
plenty of places to sit.
No, well, no, that's
So many
what I
places to
remember.
sit.
I remember walking in, setting my amp down, and then having my guitar, and then just being like, "Okay, I'm just gonna stay right here, and I'm good. Just sit here, don't move. You're fine."
So many places to sit.
Yeah,
I had one place to sit.
yeah, the throne.
But yeah, it was the three of us at the very beginning, and then Travis and Nico joined, and that was Mawbound.
Mm-hmm. Remember we used to go to Lenny's all the time.
Yeah,
That
I
was
do
nice.
remember that.
Lenny's
But that was actually, wasn't that way later when we had the practice space?
yeah,
Yeah,
because it was like right around the corner from the practice space.
Yeah, but
We
for
ordered some pizza.
maybe I'm
burgers.
mixing up the Misanthropy and Mobbound timeline because Misanthropy always practice in the
Garage.
yeah, we
Yeah.
always practice. Misanthropy always practiced in your place, and then Mawbound. I think it started with us three. We got Travis, and then Travis found Nico, and then Nico left, and then we got Eric for a little bit.
Very briefly.
Really?
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
don't
for
remember that.
a little bit.
Well, he was
maybe like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Most.
Really?
And we didn't really practice with him too much
Yeah.
as well. So that's probably why you don't remember.
Huh, I don't remember that at all.
And then finally we were just like, hey, yo, Tyler.
We need help.
That bass.
Yeah. So how long do you think that was from the basement, from the garage times to when we got Tyler? What was that like?
3 or 4 months? Maybe more.
I feel like it was a little more, but I mean...
Shit, I feel like that was a good 6 to 7 months.
That's what I'm thinking, right?
Yeah, because remember, we went through 2 different bassists before. Yeah.
So that whole time, Colin thought I was an idiot.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Because you would constantly make, the little jokes that you do.
What jokes? What are you talking
Like, like what you were just saying, you have to know that you're
you gotta,
joking because you're constantly trying to prank people, basically.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Or you're constantly doing a bit to where if someone doesn't know you, they think like,
right.
you're an idiot.
I think, yeah. And also,
I didn't know you that well.
Yeah,
so I constantly, and I never, maybe people around us were laughing, but I never noticed or something.
Yeah.
But the day that it hit me was you were saying something. I don't know if I was like maybe frustrated at the time, but I think you said something. I was like, what? And it was like, it probably like pissed me off a little bit, maybe.
I probably loved it.
Yeah, you probably laughed.
I was like,
what
that's
the fuck
exactly
are you
what I
saying,
want.
Eddie? I was like, I had it. What are you saying?
Yeah.
And then Tyler's like, Colin, he's kidding. He's always kidding. And I was like, oh, I get it now.
And it was like,
I thought you were like retarded.
You're now my favorite person.
That's basically when the switch flipped.
Yeah. And then you kind of took over the reins and like started doing the same kind of bits and shit. Yeah, man. That's so funny. But no, I think like part of the joke, like, for me, I think, and it's not really a conscious thing. I kind of am at a point where I just do it now, like just regularly. But like, part of the joke is to give you something that you would understand what I'm talking about, so that when I flip it, you see that I flip it without saying it out loud. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean, but it's hard to think of an actual example.
Yeah.
No, it is very hard.
It's in the moment.
It's very in the moment. Yeah, and that's what I was saying earlier. Do you think that it comes off? I guess not, because you didn't get it. Like at all.
Well, it depends on the thing.
Yeah, in a way, yeah, it is.
It depends on what you're talking about.
True. Yeah.
And,
also,
and
if you understand what like the bit is, or
Yeah.
not, like what the context of the
There's
bit
different
is.
layers. It's very complex.
It's like a lasagna.
You come out seeming really stupid, but it's actually very complex. There's a
Yeah.
lot of thought in it.
Yeah, that's the joke.
Which is perfect.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun, dude.
Not gonna lie, I have had to explain the bit to somebody before.
That's great,
Like,
dude. Yeah.
Real time explaining the bit. I was just like, hey, yo, this is a joke. I promise.
Yeah, I think I've seen you do that too.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen you be like, no, because this, and also because this, and then that's why this. That's why you.
And
said
you're like,
that.
you fully understand it right away.
I'm just like enjoying myself.
But the more you know someone, the better you can tell that they're kidding.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's like there's a nuance of like inside jokiness to it,
Right, yeah.
in a way, even though it's not an inside joke, because
Right.
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about until he says it.
Yeah,
and
see,
then I
I
realize,
think now I'm at a point where I'm way better at it because when,
That's
like,
what
for
you think.
example, I'm so
The listeners disagree.
right. Everyone's like, "Who's this idiot?" No, which is fine because that's part of the fun for me. It's like I enjoy what people
just
don't.
being an idiot.
Yeah, because it's like I kind of just get to play dumb sometimes. I just be like, "What are you talking about?" Yeah. And they're like, "Yeah, that guy's an idiot. He doesn't get it." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll leave now. I don't have to talk to you now." No, but anyways, no, like for example, like when Jalopy was here, right? I know him because I've seen his shows. I've gone to his shows and I've like talked to him, like, but it's always been like surface level, like, "Hey, what's up, man? How's it going?" Like this and that, blah blah blah. But when he was here, I was making him laugh with a lot of those kinds of jokes, and he doesn't know me at all. So I feel like I'm getting better at it to the point where I can kind of like I just need a fewer.
There's probably different complexity levels too. Like
Yeah,
the higher
true.
complexity ones, people are gonna be like, "Is this
Right.
guy an idiot?"
Exactly. Yeah. Also, I think we have a lot in common where like we both understand the world that he's in, I guess. So I could kind of bounce jokes off of him
Yeah.
in regards to that, and then, So yeah, man.
Well, it's like
It's contextual.
a lot of my humor is being sarcastic with someone.
Yeah.
And obviously I can read the room pretty well, I think, to where like I know when to not do that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes that's part of the bit, though.
Well, yeah, depending on how well I know someone, yeah, I'll push it.
Yeah. I've pushed it in front of people I don't know, dude. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's a risk you gotta take.
I don't think I've done that.
You gotta try it sometime, dude. It's
Okay, I'll just go fucking full bore.
next time you go
Get
on a
myself
date.
fired tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely should probably be a little reserved with it.
You just told me not to. So.
I know, right? Yeah.
No balls.
Hey,
No. Stop listening.
But no, yeah. So that whole time, Colin thought I was dumb, which is awesome. Because I feel
I
like
thought you were retarded.
Yeah, no, and it's funny because I
Use
think
the
I
correct
got
words.
I got that vibe from you, but I was kind of just like, I don't know, it's fun.
Maybe he
It's
just doesn't have a sense of humor.
No, not even that. Like I was just like, whether he thinks I'm dumb or not, like this, I get to keep doing these jokes. You know, like,
No, you are Borat.
in a way, yeah. I guess.
You are Borat.
man. Yeah, I watched a lot of Borat as a kid
Yeah.
too, and like, yeah, and once Eric Andre came out, I was really into that. Do you watch Eric Andre at all?
I've seen it. I don't watch it.
Yeah, see, I watched it religiously for a long time. I mean, even still.
That's a lot of that humor. Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
such
it
a
is,
high
yeah.
level of intelligence to like Borat's clowning on people.
It's fun,
Because,
man.
yeah, he's not doing any like he's leaving the opportunity for you to make fun of yourself through the character he's playing.
Right. And also, it's a good way to like dispel like any kind of weirdness, because like a lot of times when you talk to people, like you're like, is this guy an asshole, or like, does this guy think he's that great? But if I immediately make myself dumb to you, like, you're gonna feel more comfortable to talk to me. And same for me, like I'm gonna feel more comfortable talking to you because you think that I'm the stupid person when like I probably am, but not the way you thought. But yeah,
He's playing the role of the jester.
in a way, yeah, it's nice.
So that's how we met.
Yeah, that is how we met. That's how we met, and then like fucking 4 or 5 years later, we like talked and we were like, "Hey man, let's start a podcast." Yeah, and here we are, 2 guys, 1 guy, with dumpster dog and
dumpster dog and bear.
Yeah, and bear,
Just chilling in the
a dumpster
background.
dog and a bear. But yeah, no, I think we kind of caught each other like at a good time, because I had been thinking about starting a podcast for like a long time, but I wanted to do it with somebody else. Excuse me. And I think
Sana.
yeah, I'll shut up. But but like I think you were at the time you had your injury, right? So like you were looking for something to do.
Yes.
Yeah. And I slid in those DMs.
Oh my god, yeah.
I slid like I was fucking Cool Runnings, bro. I was like, hey Colin, who let the dog?
For anybody who's curious, Colin injured his dick.
Yeah.
It was too big, and the sheer magnitude of its own gravity.
Throw out his hip.
Yeah, threw out his hip. So ladies, be warned.
I hate it when my dick is so big.
He has his own gravitational pull. This isn't a table.
What is it?
Yeah,
Help us.
But okay, so for the podcast, what do you how have you been feeling about it so far? We're I think 14 to 15 episodes in, like deep in this thing. Yeah,
really?
It's great. Yeah. But we've only aired 11, so stockpile. But
How many do we have in stockpile right now?
like 4 or 5. 4 or 5 with mystery guests. No, but yeah, seriously, I think we're like 4 or 5 ahead, including this one now. So.
Well, if we're I'm kind of hungry right now, so if we're gonna reference podcast, break the fourth wall,
Yeah, exactly.
Let's have some
One
cake
of our
pops.
previous guests.
Link in the
Made
description.
some
I know,
dank
right? Yeah.
cake
Probably.
pops, and
I remember
also
already.
also
These cheesecake truffles.
yeah,
dude, those
these
cheesecake-
are fucking insane.
Are those not great?
There's 3 left, and there's 3 of us.
I kept
This is perfect.
I kept
can
4
have
of those
2.
at my house. You can have all.
Yeah, but there's 3 of them, and there's 3 of us.
Not true. Have you tried those yet?
I have not.
They're
They have a
insanely
lot
good.
of cheese, bro. So no, I'm just kidding.
It's just
What?
American cheese covered in chocolate.
It's deep fried.
When I was
cheese balls.
I like cheesecake, but when I was a kid, I hadn't had cheesecake, but I heard the name and it was like around. People were saying like, "Come get cheesecake." I'm
Go to
like,
the Cheesecake Factory.
That's fucking gross. I literally thought I thought of it as like
Cake with a slice of cheese in it.
no, like just stacks of like American craft singles just
Oh, God.
compressed together and people eating it. I was like, that's disgusting.
But
I'm sure somebody would.
You put 2 buns on it,
Then
and
it's
a
fine.
patty.
And you melt it.
Or no patty and melt it. Grilled cheese, bro.
All right.
But
Cheers.
Yeah, these are good. Cheers. One for the dog.
Oh, fuck me.
We've been doing that since I got here. The dogs have been trying to get the chocolate.
It wasn't a chocolate piece.
But yeah, these are really good, man. But yeah, as far as I'm like chewing right to the mic. Welcome
Who
to
made these, Eddie?
Welcome to ASMR. Yes. I'm stroking my cheesecake. No,
I'm stroking my ASMR.
But no, Nancy, Sweet Nancy bakes and makes these, and she is going to be making a batch for us for every podcast from now on. So
hell yeah,
you're gonna see us eating these a lot, and you should order some.
they're delicious.
Yeah, they're very fucking good.
I'll be eating this bad boy and this bad boy
T-minus
in like 5 or 10 minutes.
There you go. Fair enough. But yeah, so as far as the podcast goes, how have you been feeling about it?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need. My difficulty is I wonder like if people watch these, I wonder if they think that I don't talk at all. But like in the ones where it's just us, I think I talk the most. Yeah, it's because I don't know how to interject when someone else is talking. Like I'm here to listen. Because when you came to me with this idea for a podcast, and we like developed the actual idea for what we're going to do for it, and we came up with 2 guys, 1 guest. It was because we both have had hobbies in the past, and we're kind of like in between them right now.
Right.
So it's interesting to know what other people find interesting and what their hobbies are, and to talk to them about it and learn from them. So the whole thing is, I'm not supposed to, when they have a guest on, I'm not supposed to be the predominant speaker.
Right. Yeah.
It's the guest that's supposed to be sharing with us, but I recognize that I do need to
speak up, pipe up.
Yeah. But like with the last guest that we had where I was here, I remember afterwards I was telling him there was a lot of questions I want to ask, but there was never like a lull. I don't want to just like interrupt someone. I feel bad.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Just I mean, it's that. He's gonna keep doing that.
Hey, shut up about it.
Yeah, but I know you, so I'll say it.
Anytime the guest starts talking, you just need to shut them down and ask them to ask another question. Like they took too long to answer that first question.
You took way too long. Shut up.
Shut up about
Next
it.
question.
Yeah.
Well,
something else, please. No.
Well, you're rambling on.
Everyone that's been on has been great. We're just fucking around.
Thinking him off screen. Come on. Come on.
Give me something. Give me something.
As a good audience.
That's a good off-screen bit. Somebody out there.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah. Or like if whoever's out there, just text us. Come on.
The guests are literally just going a mile a minute. Yeah. Come on.
Something else. Come on.
Pump out more information. More content. We're content creators. Create something.
Dude.
Second grade, first grade. Come on.
When did you learn to tie your shoes? Did you just start with Velcro? Did you loop it, swoop it, pull? Did you make bunny ears? Come on.
Did you always have the aglets on?
Were you always this dumb and dense? Just kidding. No one was dumb and dense.
No, everyone's been great.
Unless you're
I was talking directly to Andre for all of this.
I think Andre's... Yeah. No, it's funny because Andre's been the most reoccurring guest, but there's like one episode that we haven't aired with him on. So.
Really?
Yeah, one of them, because the frame was off, so like for half of it, it's
Was I here?
Yeah, you were here, and it was like cut off. So it's weird.
Who was cut off, me or Andre?
Me and a little bit of Andre.
Really?
Time to time, yeah.
So it's just me, basically?
Mostly, yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Was it in here or out there still?
It was in here.
Oh, all of them are on here except for that first one.
Yeah.
I don't remember doing...
We did another one. It was a while back.
We talked about like Mudvayne and shit. And
What?
Yeah.
I don't remember talking about
As I was
ever.
saying, I was like, he's not gonna know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, nobody's gonna get this, but it was that time we were talking about memes, and I pulled up the Mudvayne video to show you the song, so you could have context for the meme.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah. We were so tired. That was back when we were tired all the time.
I still am. Well, obviously not as much.
Back
Right.
when.
I know, right? Yeah.
I am actually less tired now because at work we're starting an hour later now, so I get to sleep 45 minutes
That's what's up.
more.
Nice. That's
Go.
crazy, man.
So
But what were we talking about before we fucking started berating Gus?
who knows?
Oh yeah, you. As the audience.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate the questions that you ask because they are general and broad enough for somebody who is not
who doesn't know what this person does, or
Yeah.
So that's another thing too, because
You're
like
talking to me specifically, or me?
no, you specifically,
Yes.
because a lot of the times the guests that I have on, I know about, and
I think it's following. I think it just may appear that way because the majority of the guests we have been on from you,
right?
So I don't know them at all. I don't know anything about them, so it's easier for me to ask that.
No, exactly, and that's
an outside perspective,
and that's what we've been talking about, like without you this whole but no, kind of, no. In a way, like when we talk about it, because like I'll talk to Amy and Andre about it, and we like it always comes up that you sometimes I feel like I want to not tell you anything about them because you ask like the right questions because you care to understand why and what they're doing. You know what I mean? Instead of like, oh, cool, let's talk about me now. You know what I mean? So
I hate talking about myself.
that's kind of why you're perfect for the podcast because you ask them, like you said, like general enough questions where somebody who doesn't know what this person does, like maybe they're thinking that, but you're here to do it in real time, you know? So they get a lot of general information from what you ask, and they get a lot of specific information from what I ask because I already know. Yeah, so I think it's been a really good dynamic, and a lot of the guests that I've talked to afterwards have all said the same thing, like that. Nice. It's really cool that we do it the way that we do it. Yeah, so this has been really good. Like, I like for a lot of the people that don't know, like I do a lot of the consorting is the word that popped in my head, but a lot of the
work.
This guy,
he does the work. I just show up.
No, which is perfect. Like that's the way that I wanted it to be, and that's even when we began talking about it, that's kind of what we said it was going to be anyway. You know?
I said I'm happy to show up.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm fucking happy you're here But like I put a lot of the people together, and like I get everything on, so I already know a lot about these people, and also the people that I bring on, like I make sure that they're people that are doing things that are worth talking about because they have like
goals,
and also because I've been watching them for a while and I've seen them grow in a like tangible way where it's like you can tell that these people have put a lot of work into what they do and they're getting results from it now. Like when I started listening to Jalopy, he was just like a kid like rapping on the side of the street. Like that sounds weird, but he was like a kid rapping on like First Fridays, like on the corners of First Friday.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah, exactly. And now he's like he just like dropped a song with like a pretty big artist, So it's like I've been watching him since back then, and he's showing results now, and it's really cool stuff. Like even the stuff that he was talking about on here with us, like all that shit was really crazy. I didn't even know about it. Like, right? It was nuts, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I just imagine Jalopy standing on the side of the street with a cardboard sign. Like, hey, yo, we'll drop 6 fucking freestyles for cash.
Exactly. No, it's funny because that's what it sounds like. But I think the first time I ever saw him live, he was doing a rap battle against this like dude who was like they were calling each other out on Facebook or something, and then the guy ended up not showing up.
Damn.
Yeah, because I don't know if he like. I mean, it sounded like he chickened out,
Yeah.
But Jalopy like went ahead and like. He said all of his bars because he had everything prepared, and that shit was phenomenal, dude. It was like he had so many like crazy rhyme schemes, and he was like talking trash in a really cool way. And he had this crazy thing where he had to like go back and like he would do the verse, and then he would go back and repeat the verse, and then he would go back again and then explain the verse. And at one point he like spelled out NASA in a really crazy way. Like he was like blah blah blah, and then like he was like you take it apart and it's NASA, and it had something to do with that artist or whatever. And it was like what the fuck, like, this is nuts. And ever since then I was like, okay, these people are like interesting people to watch. And that's when I saw Pariah Pete for the first time, which we had on. And same for him, like he was right there with him, like he was doing the same thing. Like I don't think he was rapping that night, but they would post all the time about how they rap at First Friday, and he's been selling out shows, and he just came off of like this little mini tour that he just put together. So those are the kind of people that I try to bring on here because they have something to talk about that if somebody wants to do something like that, they can see kind of like I want to set out little like little guidelines for people to follow if they want to, because like honestly like these fucking cake pops are so good. I'm like, but I really ultimately like with the podcast, not only am I having fun doing it because it's with you guys and stuff, and like the people that we have on have all been really cool, but like legitimately like all I really want is for there to be a really good scene out here.
Yeah.
Because like a better scene in music, or like if it's like somebody like Nancy who makes K-pops, like say there's like a really cool bakery that we can go to that's like Nancy's shop, like that's good for the city and that's good for me, like so that like
really quick.
Yeah.
So this is probably my 6th or 7th item that I've tried from her, and they've all been different flavors, you know?
Yeah.
And they've all been insanely good. This is a strawberry one. It's fucking dope.
Dude, I wanted to try that strawberry one. It looks really good.
There's another one.
Give me that. Andre, do you want? You don't have?
It's super fucking good. Do you want a piece of it?
No. All of her cake pops are amazing, but chocolate is my favorite flavor.
Oh, you're
it is
fucking...
my only favorite.
That's funny. Is I don't like chocolate that much.
Oh, I will fucking.
But
those ones, right?
Yeah, that chocolate one I had there was dank.
Yeah, a lot of
Fucking
chocolate
awesome.
comes off really decadent and shit, but this one, like, it's different. Like, it's not heavy, but it's very chocolatey. You know?
Yeah, I think I said
really
it.
Cool.
I love some decadent ass chocolate.
Same.
I like some bougie ass chocolate.
The darker the better, son.
I think I said this on her episode, but they're like really moist, but not wet,
Yeah.
and really dense in the best way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. This one's really
Like
good.
they're heavy.
Yeah.
You get what you bought.
Yeah, there's weight, like literal weight.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's ultimately the goal for the podcast. I just want there to be better shit out there.
And more cake pops.
And more cake pops, yeah.
And the little truffle things.
Yeah, those truffles, dude. Amazing. It's funny, I didn't think I would like the truffles that much, but I ate like a bag of 20 in like 2 days.
Easily.
Yeah, easily.
And I was controlling myself by extending it to 2 days.
Right, yeah. No, seriously. I swear to God. I picked them up one day and I was like, I'll have these for a while. That was when I got the idea. Because she was doing like 20 cake pops for $5. So I was like, here's $5. Right? Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, so I picked them up the day that they were ready. And I went to go pick up Amy. And I was like, I'm so tired. I'm going to get a coffee roll. So I got a hot coffee.
I'll bet that would go really good with
Dude.
coffee. You're like, well, let me tell you, it does.
So I'm sitting in the back lot of this fucking like parking lot with a hot coffee and 20 fucking things. I swear to God, I ate like 6 of them. Just like, oh, it's so nice. Yeah, these things are amazing, dude. Like
Another thing about them that's awesome is, I'm not a big sweets person at all, but they're small enough to where like it's perfect.
yeah, it's like the perfect portion.
It's like a perfect little package.
Yeah, you enjoy it and you feel like you had something. You know, like it's not just like a Snickers or something where it's just like you put it in your mouth and it goes away.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this.
Well, I don't like
sits there
Snickers.
for a
It's
little
just
bit.
like, or like real candy like that, you know? It's
Right,
just like
manufactured shit.
yeah, it's just like pure sugar. It tastes like
yeah,
bullshit.
and that's what like this shit.
Something that's baked like that is different.
It's sweet, but
Yeah.
it's not sugary sweet.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
It's awesome. Yeah, yeah.
All right, what were you saying?
But yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't even know.
Segue.
I'm just thinking about cake pops now.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I because even on my personal profiles and shit like that, I've been pushing Nancy stuff a lot. But that's like, she is only right now. All she does cake pops. She does like massages on the side. She's a massage therapist, not a masseuse. And
It's funny. I was gonna say, I was thinking at least, which one was it?
one of those misogynists for sure. She's a
Goddamn misogynist.
a misoginator of some type.
Massageabator?
There's a good example. Yeah. But what were you thinking? You were thinking about the massage?
Massage therapist.
No, when you were saying that, I couldn't remember which one was the actual one and which one was the sex
I was
one.
like, the long one is not the sex one.
Yeah, he said masseuse is bad.
Yeah.
Massage therapist.
Yep.
So she's doing like cake pops, massage therapy, and she's teaching jiu-jitsu, and that's all she's doing right now. So like, that's fucking awesome. For like, if you can do that. Because there was a while where I quit my job and I was just trying to do guitar setups and like guitar tech stuff, which was fun and it worked out pretty fine. But like, you get to a point where you realize your passion or like whatever like little side hustle that you try to do might not be the most successful thing.
Yeah.
But she has been very successful in what she's done because A, they're delicious and they're cheap as fuck, you know, and she always has like crazy deals. So that's why I'm pushing her so much, because like when I was doing setups and shit, I was like, share my shit, please. You know? Like, that would help so much if one person shared my shit. So right now I'm just like, eat her fucking cake pop. You know? So, but,
Don't let them go away.
Yeah, and not just because I know her, but because they're good
Yeah.
and they're worth sharing. So
They're insane.
And you don't want them to go away.
exactly, yeah. And I want there to be a manufacturing process where I can press a button and get a shitload.
This reminds me is we need to do like food reviews.
Dude, we should. Yeah.
Like get like 3 or 4 things or whatever that we haven't tried, and we all just try them. And
dude, if you get that anchovy pizza,
I
bring some
love
back.
food.
True,
I
yeah.
love talking about food.
Same.
I like describing things, and I think I'm the best at describing the way I feel about certain food things.
That's
You
funny,
are-
dude. Yeah.
Pretty goddamn good at that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. Well, that's cool, man.
Thanks.
over the years knowing that you're pretty good when it comes to food.
I like food.
Yeah. But so we met through music, and now this is what we're doing. And then Andre, he's also doing a podcast.
You don't know that.
We had those gay boy pillows for a reason. But no, I don't know. Like, I think we're also, like, you and me individually are also kind of like looping back right now towards music.
Yeah, that's a good segue. I was about to say, what are you guys...
I've been doing this. Welcome to my business. I've been doing that to Amy. She's like, stop doing that. I'm like, no.
It just makes me want pizza when you talk like that.
Maybe that's what she doesn't like about it. Yeah. Pizza. Oh my god. That's funny. There's this TV show I watch, and this lady was like, "Can I get a round of water?" She was like celebrating. She was like, "Round of water for my friend." On me. I'm like, that's the best bit.
I'd appreciate it.
Right?
Gotta stay hydrated.
Like
just watching out for my friends. We live in Arizona. It's a dry climate. Sweat a lot.
Dry heat. We're trying to hike after this. Who knows?
Right. But no, back to the segue. So I mean, back like music. So Colin is the recent recipient of his own doing.
Yeah, so I played drums for a long time, like we talked about,
Right.
and then I stopped for, what did we find out it was?
5-6 years.
Was it that long? I thought it was like 3 or 4 years. Because we remember you guys went on my MySpace and
Went on your
found
MySpace?
Facebook and found when I left the band.
Yeah, it was. Oh damn. Okay.
Because the last time I played an actual drum set
Was in our
was the
Squarespace.
last practice we had.
It's crazy.
So there's a video from 2015 of me and Neil. So it was definitely
Before
previous
15.
to 2015.
So it's at the very least 4 years.
Very
Yeah.
least, yeah.
So I think it was some point in 2014. I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe
which is
earlier
crazy,
in
man.
2015.
Yeah, because it's that house show with Neil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is funny because so when Neil left, when Colin left, we got Neil, who is now in Lago. So
Wasn't he in
Check
Lago
out the segue.
before, too?
No,
I think he did some tour with them. He
Yeah.
filled in. Yeah, but I don't think he was in. Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. I quit for at least 4 years,
That's
maybe
crazy,
a little
dude.
longer. And then,
Huh.
I mean, I always am hitting stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
I try not to do
Hitting me.
I know. I try not to do it here, so I'm like I'm always doing something. I have to like have something in my hands, or like I'm squeezing my pants,
Cheeks.
you know. Yeah, squeezing my cheeks. No entry. Exit only.
That's great.
But yeah. So I'm always hitting stuff. Like at work I'm just constantly
Eating
drumming.
shit.
Yeah. But anyways, but recently I have been missing it more and more and more. And like every time I see Tyler, he always talks to me about getting back into drumming.
Mhm.
And then that time I came over when Devin
That
was
guy.
here
Oh yeah.
and he had his kit and he let me play it. I was like,
Electric
yep, I
kit.
definitely want to get back into it.
That's cool.
And at least just
I
like,
caught it on video. That's awesome.
Yeah.
but I don't want to like join a band or anything. I just want to like
Right.
jam with you guys
Just
and
wanna
my brothers.
practice. Yeah, yeah.
I'm actually taking, I think I told you, right? I'm taking the kit this weekend to my brother's house, or tomorrow,
Dude, awesome.
actually.
That's
So I'll
cool.
get to play it tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
I'm hoping to find pedals before then, but if not, I have a shitty pedal.
Yeah.
I'll have to make that work.
Did it come with a pedal?
Yeah, it was
Oh, okay.
just some shitty off-brand, like not real pedal, you know?
Crazy.
But, so yeah, I picked up a electronic drum set, like a high-end one. I got an insane deal on it.
It's crazy, dude. For a cup of coffee.
It was a really good cup of coffee, too.
Was it really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
And it
The
was
altitude,
negative
I think.
$195.
That's crazy, dude. So have you? I mean, like, are you able to just like play it at home at all, or like
I have
you can't
no
set it up
space
at all?
Absolutely no space in there.
Ugh, that sucks, man.
Like when we got down to Phoenix after I bought it, I went to Lowe's and bought like a big, like, you know, like when your mom stores like Christmas ornaments in like those big,
Oh yeah, those bins.
Yeah.
those big plastic bins.
Yeah.
I got
And what's straight in there, dude?
well, yeah, I just assembled
Yeah.
it, and put it in there because I'm not ever gonna be able to play it in that house.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I have that big bin to transfer. You know,
Yeah.
like tomorrow I'm gonna bring it to my brother's house.
Yeah.
And I bought 2 of them. I have all of the like the stands and like cymbals and actual drum heads and the kick in one of them, but I can't figure out how to disassemble the actual stand and all that shit further than what it is, so I can't get it to fit in the other one.
Mm.
So
That sucks.
yeah, so for now that's just like folded together and it's pretty compact.
Was
but
it like
there's
it
no
was
space
out of
in it.
box? Did it come?
Yeah,
in a
it was.
box?
It was no. It was like set up in the
Oh, okay.
in the store, and I bought that.
Nice.
But it's in like really good condition. It's like it was barely used.
That's cool, man.
Damn.
I'm excited to hear it. That's cool.
So you trying to go on tour next week, or?
Nope.
Nope.
I mean, you said you're not trying to join a band. You said nothing about touring.
Filling in.
Not trying to tour. Only trying to jam with friends.
That's cool, man. Yeah, it's funny because I mean I'm kind of
Okay.
I'm actually like pretty much in the exact same spot that you are.
Yeah. Once I get my pedals and all that, like once I get it dialed in at my brother's house, I should bring it here and we can all jam together.
Yes, please. Hell yeah. Yeah, actually, maybe we should talk later about because I've been thinking because I want to jam with a lot of people, and I'm also in a place where I don't really necessarily want to start a project or anything. But if it happens, like
Yeah, well, I'm
If it's
that way
worth
too.
it.
If it happens,
right, yeah. If it was
definitely
something I was
not
super
looking for
into, yeah, exactly. But I'm not like, oh, let's start a band, you know.
Hmm.
But I feel like I am kind of doing a lot of things right now where like I'm playing bass, I'm playing guitar, and I'm trying to get into singing a little bit heavier or just like vocal stuff. But because of that, I want to jam with a lot of people to kind of get more influence and then just really see where it shapes my music from there individually. But like I said, if a project happens, it happens. Because actually, I'm going to be working with somebody who is kind of in the same like headspace.
Mhm.
So I feel like that might end up turning into a project, which I would not be opposed to at all because that would be so much fun. But yeah, I've kind of been thinking like maybe getting like a small practice space or something, or finding a band who like I could like help pay their practice space and like just let me go in
like
there and write and stuff.
sublease it or
Yeah,
is that the word?
Sublet or whatever.
Sublet,
Yeah. So if I do that, maybe we can figure something out. But because I think it's like $25 for like a small room at Francisco's, right? A month or some shit like that.
No, like Francisco's is like $250.
Oh, forgot the zero.
$250 a month.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Well, that's not that much for if the band's already there. and
Yeah,
you're
no,
trying to-
exactly. Yeah,
That's not a lot.
right. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of in the same spot. I know I really want to record some stuff right now because I have the capability to, like, for example, all this shit. But like, yeah, I don't know about a band. But I'm really like I'm having a lot of fun with music right now, so that's been cool.
Yeah,
Let's
the
see
way
where
I
that
feel
goes.
about it is, aside from wanting to jam with friends and stuff, I remember it was one of our last practices, or maybe our last one, and I remember talking to Travis saying if I were ever to play music again or join a band again, it would be like Deaf Heaven-esque style music because
yeah.
that's like, I think that's the most fun to play. Just
Yeah.
Yeah,
droney blast beats and just I don't know that.
groove.
Yeah, groove.
Yeah,
It's like groovy and just blast beats and greatness. I love blast beats.
that's cool. Yeah,
No, you missed blast beats.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
miss them right now,
pretty soon
but
you
I
can change
do
your
love them forever.
Oh, yeah, you his handle back.
Yeah.
So I like blast beats.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or should I just go
that's funny.
straight to I love blast beats?
Damn, are you ready to make that
See how you
commitment?
feel, man. See
I mean,
how
I
you
do
feel.
love them, but I'm going to stick with I love.
Before you pop the question, just see how you feel. Just think about it.
Just blast a couple times.
It's a big commitment. Like, see how you live together, and then
There's so many different kinds of blast beats. I just want to try them all.
You could maybe you like gravity blast.
There's gravity blast. There's bomb blast. There's traditional blast.
Jesus,
I mean, there's
what the hell is a bond blast?
bomb blast is what I would always do,
Okay.
where it's all together,
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh nice.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Snare-
cool.
like cymbal, kick, snare at once.
That's crazy.
Isn't that
Oh
like-
yeah, you're right.
Is the Euroblast the one where it's like a really fast skank beat?
I don't know, but I just know that it's skank beat.
Okay.
Cool.
Because I know that there's Euroblasting or whatever it is.
Yeah, I've heard the term. It might be
Yeah.
that. I don't know.
But yeah, well, besides music, I'm also collecting a lot of shit right now, which is half the shit that's on the table.
Demonetized.
Right? Could you imagine? Damn it, Lucas! But no,
Like the candy?
Yeah. Like, have you ever had Lucas in your eye, dude?
Oh!
That's the worst.
That's not where you put that.
Oh shit, man! I gotta talk to some of those ice cream men on my block and clear some things up.
Let me get a shot at Lucas, please.
Okay, here you go.
That's like
That'll be $3, please.
fucking accent. That reminds me of Dale Gribble from King of the Hill. Pocket sand.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's great.
God.
Dude, I could never forget pocket sand. I think about this shit all the time.
Oh god, or instead of Salt Bay,
Lucas Bay, yeah. Okay, you asked for the Lucas.
Why are you so good at that?
Because it happened. These are memories.
It's not a fictional accent. It's a reenactment.
Yeah. You know, funny story. Did you guys know? I don't know if you guys know this. Because I've kind of recently been faced with my own mortality, and no. No, but I have been kind of facing like my unique spot in life where we live is a lot of like stereotypical like regular Mexican shit, you know? And I'm just now realizing that isn't normal in the rest of the world.
Yeah.
For example, I was talking to you about getting my tire changed at like 1 a.m, and you were like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, that's weird.
There's 24-hour llanteras, like tire shops, like in our neighborhood. Like my whole life, I've been going to that tire shop, like since I was a little kid. Yeah, and they're never closed ever.
Bro,
Yeah.
so weird.
Yeah,
I drive past one on my way to practice.
yeah.
And like I'll be leaving at practice at midnight, and we'll just see people standing
Just chilling
out
there.
We're
Yeah,
like,
the lights on and shit. Yeah,
Yo,
exactly.
What are they selling right now?
Tires for $40, dude.
From my dad's shops.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, it's funny because I was on Bell Road and I was driving back and my tire was like, it was like bulging out because the little steel thing had broken, and so like it was about to pop. I was like, dude, I'm fucked. So I went on. I parked. I got some coffee because I was like, if I'm gonna die,
Was it negative $195?
No, man. I need to get that.
You got to go to my person.
I need to get that. I need to download that app. But no. So I'm driving back, and I'm on Thunderbird, and I was like, "Where's the nearest tire shop? Like used tire shop?" And there was like no used tire shops like up on that side of town, and I was like, "This shit ain't normal."
No, it is normal.
I mean, for me, it is. Yeah. Well, no, yeah, like not. Yeah, but so besides that, right? Like, there's this place in our neighborhood that I pass by all the time, and like I said, I've seen it my whole life, and I never really thought about it. But it's like a giant warehouse where people take their ice cream trucks to get candy and like ice creams to stock their ice cream trucks with. Did you guys know that was a thing?
Depot.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's just like, imagine like you know how like when you pass by those school bus like yards where there's just like a ton of school buses. Imagine that, but ice cream vans.
Huh.
And there's like people walking in and out with like shopping carts of like just bulk candy and like.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, no, but like for me, I was always like, oh, they just go to like Walmart or whatever, or like they just.
But they have those big buckets of ice cream that you see at like buffets and like Baskin Robbins and shit.
Right, or also just like the bulk like wrapped ones, like the bomb pops and shit like that.
Like that is the ice cream man's plug.
Yeah, but it looks like the
building.
building.
It's like the restaurant depot, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. For fucking ice cream vans. Yeah. No, but it's funny because you look at it and it looks like an ice cream van itself because it's like, it's big and yellow and it says like ice cream, like some kind of ice cream thing in Spanish because I never really pay attention to what it is. Not because I don't read Spanish. But like it says something in Spanish and it says like ice cream and there's like little stickers almost like on the wall. Like you can see what they have or whatever. And it's, I never realized that.
There's a giant man hanging out of a window on the side.
Just blowing Lucas into little kid's eyes.
Yeah.
You don't go inside, you stand next to the window. Drops a crane down with your bucket.
Seriously. But no, I never realized that, like, you guys probably didn't see that shit. That's also why I was asking you about, like, people from out of, like different countries, maybe in your family or something.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's funny. We've known each other for, like, such a long time. And I'm just now realizing we're so different.
Name one way that we're different, Eddie.
Pues, por example. Or, how do they... well, for example, mate.
Is one of us Australian now? Because that was a goddamn Australian accent. I hope that wasn't supposed to be a British fucking accent. Because it wasn't.
Let me try a British one. Can I try a British one?
It wasn't.
Let me try a British one and just rate me on my British accents, okay?
0.
Right. Shrimp on a barbie, mate.
Bro.
Welcome to Outback Steakhouse, mate.
Hold up.
Here's a taco for you.
Your mic and your accent were made in the same fucking place.
What's to say?
Yeah, that's true. It's an Australian microphone.
That's weird.
Made in Australia, just like a goddamn accent. Fucking not a British accent.
All right, yeah, one more chance.
Okay,
do a British accent.
Okay.
Swear, you say something about dentist.
Welcome to Texas Roadhouse, mate.
Governor?
Governor, yeah. Shrimp on the beans, mate.
Closer.
I never realized British people and Mexicans had beans in common.
I don't even know what that means.
Like just as regular, like eatness, I guess, thing that we eat.
I was talking with him about
Eateries.
I made myself a nice traditional British breakfast recently.
You say British
really?
or English when you talk about stuff?
Just to kind of
Does it depend?
interchangeably.
What's the difference?
So England is in Britain, and then Britain is in the United Kingdom.
Whoa.
Wait.
I thought England was the United Kingdom.
Yeah, when you said that, I understood that first as Britain is the United Kingdom.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought he was saying too. That's what I thought he was gonna say.
England is inside
England?
of Britain?
England,
What else? What other countries inside of Britain then?
Australia.
Wales. Ireland, so you've got England,
Wales is
Ireland,
different?
Wales. So
What?
there's
Killers or orcas or same thing.
if I
Sperm?
this is the part that always would fuck me up. But if I remember correctly, Britain.
No,
is-
water bottle.
Okay. Motherfuckers.
Your microphone doesn't work.
I know, that's why I'm just talking loud.
Okay.
Right, here you go.
Explain.
Okay.
There's Europe.
Teach us.
Or whatever you
Don't forget
said.
the part about the tea.
So this tea-filled water bottle.
Uh-huh.
There you go. Okay,
Tea bottle.
now I'm on board.
Yes. This tea-filled
I'm
water
on
bottle.
board.
Tea-filled tea bottle.
Is England.
Okay.
It's about to get dumped overboard.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Like the Tea
And
Party.
That was in America, though. Wait,
Oh, wait.
was it?
Was it?
Oh, I can't remember anything.
The
Oh
Boston,
my God.
Boston Tea Party. Okay. So
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
I knew
quick
it.
fun fact.
There's a Boston in England?
This isn't very fun, so hurry up.
Come on.
Come on! Come on! More pizza water! Come on! God damn it! This water bottle filled with pizza water
Right.
is England. So
Okay.
then you take England and you add Wales and you've got Britain, and then you take
I thought you said Ireland was part of it, too.
I forget which one. This is the one that fucks me up. So this is going to be the part that So I'm English. I don't give a fuck about the rest.
Like Scotland
y'all,
and Wales and
Brexit.
shit?
But
Yeah, that's what it affected, right? Brexit affected Scotland and like whatever is not part of the immediate.
So it fucked England, but it also fucks Ireland as well because of Northern Ireland. Because there's part of Ireland that is staying in the European Union, and there's part that's not.
Right.
And so there would be a hard trade border between the two.
Mhm.
I'm sure this isn't interesting to anybody who is outside of the UK. But so let's say this pizza water,
Uh-huh.
water bottle, England, and then you add in Wales. I forget which one it is, but then you get Britain, and then you add in Ireland, and then you've got the United Kingdom.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of like how the U.S.
Uh-huh.
has Arizona, which has Phoenix.
So that was a good, that was a good podcast, I think.
Yeah, I think it's 9 o'clock too, so we're good right there.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I think we're gonna try to start making these.
We were fighting 4 wars at once. It's the only reason that you guys won.
Hey man, we'll take it. We'll take it. Here we are. You're in America now, so
Fuck this.
Hey, man, that was Wales and Wales. The whales are water bottle, dude.
The whales are dying. You just plastic is what's killing the whales.
Yeah,
you
man.
just bitch
Paper
slap
straw.
that
You just
plastic
bitch slapped
whale.
like you didn't care about it, dude. Here, take some pills and calm
the fuck down. All right, what were you saying?
I don't know, man. But yeah, so we'll try to make these like solo podcasts a little more regular. So in the future, you can hear us argue about Ireland and not America. What's it called? The United Kingdom?
Not America.
Yeah, that's so crazy. I think America is like one of the only places that doesn't think about itself in context of the continent. So I think that's what ultimately you're saying, right? Is that United Kingdom is the continent, right? Is that right?
Like regional, like
Okay, yeah.
Like Europe
geography.
is the
Forget about it.
Europe
Yeah.
is the continent.
Right, yeah. Eurasia? Right back into it. Get the water bottle back.
All right, we're good.
But yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back another
Cake
time.
pops.
Another Monday. More cake pops. Listen to people's music. Send us people to talk about. Like, comment, subscribe.
Hell
yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, man, that's perfect.